The universe is full of mysteries, hidden in the most unexpected places. This video features a conversation that had happened between a man and an extraterrestrial. Mysteries often challenge our perceptions and beliefs. One such mystery has captivated our collective imagination for decades: the enigmatic Lacerta files that defy conventional understanding. These files claim to hold explosive revelations about humanity's true history and our place in the cosmos, sparking endless debates and theories. They speak of an ancient, advanced reptilian species living among us, hidden in plain sight, influencing our world from the shadows. At the heart of this extraordinary tale lies Lacerta, a self-proclaimed reptilian being who claims to have shared her knowledge with a select few humans, revealing secrets that could change everything. Her testimony, if true, has the potential to rewrite everything we thought we knew about our past, present and future, offering a new perspective on our existence. But are the Lacerta files a genuine glimpse into a hidden reality, or are they merely a fabrication crafted to intrigue and mystify? Join us as we journey into the heart of this enduring enigma, exploring the depths of the unknown and seeking the truth. The story of the Lacerta files begins in Sweden in 1999. A man known only by the pseudonym Ole K claimed to have encountered a humanoid reptilian creature while visiting a friend in the countryside. This encounter led him to an underground facility where he met Lacerta. Lacerta, according to Ole K, was a highly intelligent being with advanced technological capabilities. She spoke perfect English and possessed a vast knowledge of human history, science and culture. She allegedly shared her people's version of events, revealing a hidden history that challenged everything he thought he knew. At the core of the Lacerta files is Lacerta's alleged testimony. She claimed that reptilians are not extraterrestrial visitors, but rather native to Earth, having evolved here millions of years ago. She claimed humanity is not the product of natural evolution, but rather a genetically engineered hybrid species. Lacerta's message, if true, paints a stark and unsettling picture of our past. She described a world where humans are not the dominant species, but rather pawns in a much larger game, manipulated and controlled by forces beyond our comprehension. Her claims echoed long-held conspiracy theories about a shadowy elite controlling world events. The Lacerta files delve into a myriad of other conspiracy theories, adding fuel to the fire of speculation. One such theory is the hollow Earth hypothesis, which posits that our planet is not a solid sphere, but rather hollow, containing a vast inner world inhabited by advanced civilizations. Lacerta allegedly claimed that her people reside in these subterranean realms, using advanced technology to remain hidden from human eyes. She spoke of vast underground cities powered by an unknown energy source and connected by a network of tunnels that span the globe. Furthermore, she suggested that human history is replete with evidence of reptilian influence, from ancient myths and legends to modern-day symbols and iconography. Could the pyramids of Egypt, the Nazca lines of Peru, or even the iconic reptilian imagery found in cultures worldwide be evidence of their presence? The Lacerta, with their extraordinary claims, have been met with a healthy dose of skepticism from the scientific community. The theory of evolution, backed by decades of research and fossil records, directly contradicts the claim that humans are a genetically engineered species. But does the lack of concrete evidence necessarily disprove the existence of something beyond our current understanding? Despite the lack of scientific evidence, these files have sparked endless debates and discussions. Some believe that powerful entities are working to keep this information hidden from the public eye. They point to inconsistencies in historical records, unexplained archaeological discoveries, and peculiar artifacts that don't fit into the accepted narrative of human history. Additionally, alleged government conspiracies are cited as evidence of a hidden hand manipulating world events. These theories suggest that there are secretive groups with their own agendas, influencing global politics and economics. Could there be a grain of truth to these claims? Are we missing pieces of a larger puzzle that could change our understanding of reality? The idea of a powerful secretive group controlling world events is a recurring theme in conspiracy theories. This notion taps into deep-seated fears and suspicions about the true nature of power and control in our world. What if our understanding of the world is incomplete, limited by our senses and the tools of our current technology? Throughout history, what was once considered impossible has often become commonplace. The Earth was once thought to be flat, and the idea of humans walking on the moon was once relegated to the realm of science fiction. Is it so far-fetched to believe that other intelligent life forms could exist, perhaps even right under our noses? As our understanding of it is constantly evolving, new discoveries are made every day challenging our preconceived notions. The following is the conversation between the anonymous man Old K and the reptilian being Lacerta. Old K asked, "Who are you and what are you?" Lacerta replied, "I'm not a human being like you, and I'm no real mammal, despite my partly mammal-like body features which are a result of evolution. I'm a female reptile being, belonging to a very old reptilian race. We are the native Terrans and live on that planet since millions of years. We are mentioned in religious writings like Christian Bible and many of the ancient human tribes who were aware of our presence and worshipped us as gods, for example, the Egyptians and the Inca and many other old tribes. You have misunderstood our role in your creation. We are mentioned as evil serpent in your writings, which is wrong. Human race was genetically engineered by aliens, and we were just the more or less passive visitors of this accelerated evolution process. You must know some of your scientists have already guessed that your species had evolved at an impossible speed within just 2 to 3 million years. This is impossible because evolution is a slower process. Your creation was artificial and done by genetic engineering, but not by us, but by an alien species. We are native Terrans. We had and have some colonies in the solar system, but we originate on this planet. It is in fact our planet and not yours." Oli K asked, "Can you tell me your name?" Lacerta said, "This is difficult because a human won't be able to pronounce it correctly, and a mispronunciation of our names is very offensive for some of my kind. Our language is very different from yours. We have no forenames like you, but only a single but unique name which is divided and characterized by the way of speaking. I would appreciate it if you don't try to say my real name with your human tongue. Please call me Lacerta. This is the name I generally use when I'm among humans and talk with them." He then asked, "How old are you?" To which Lacerta replied, "We don't measure time like you do because we usually live beneath the surface of the planet. Our time measurement depends on periodically returning cycles in the Earth magnetic field, and according to this, I'm today 57,653 cycles old. I have reached my adult phase, and my awareness 16,337 cycles ago. According to your human timescale, I'm around 28 years old." Oli K asked, "What is your task and do you have a job like us?" Lacerta said, "I'm a curious student of the social behavior of your species. That's why I'm here to talk to you and have revealed my real nature to you. And that's why I give you all that secret information, and I will try to answer all the questions. I will see how you react, how others of your kind react. There are so many crazies and liars of your kind on this planet who claim to know the truth about us, UFOs and aliens, and some of you believe their lies. I'm interested to see how your species will react if you make the truth, which I will tell you now. I'm quite sure all of you will refuse to believe my words, but I hope I'm wrong, because you need to understand if you want to survive the coming years." Oli K asked, "Are UFOs real flying objects piloted by ETs, or do they belong to your species?" Lacerta said, "Some observed UFOs belong to us, but most not. Most of the mysterious flying objects in the sky are mainly misinterpretations of natural phenomena, like spontaneous plasma flares in the high atmosphere, but your scientists have not understood that. Some UFOs are real craft belonging either to your own species, especially to military, or to other alien species, or at last to us. But a minority of sighted craft belongs really to us, because we are generally very careful with our movements in the atmosphere, and we have special ways to hide our ships. If you read a report about a sighting of a metallic, bright grey-shaped cylindrical object and had made a very deep humming sound, and if there were 5 bright red lights on the metallic surface, then it's likely that someone of you have seen one of our ships, and this means that it was either partly defect or that someone of us was not careful enough. We have also a very small fleet of disc-shaped craft, but such UFOs belong usually to an alien species. Triangular UFOs belong generally to your own military, but they use foreign technology to build them. If you really want to try to see one of our craft, you should have a look at the skies over the Arctic, the Antarctic, and over Inner Asia, especially over the mountains there. The next question to Lacerta was, have you had a special symbol or something like that with which we can identify your kind? Lacerta said, we have two major symbols representing our species. One, the more ancient symbol, is a blue serpent with 4 white wings on a black background. The colors have religious meanings for us. This symbol was used from certain parts of my society, but it is today very seldom. You humans have copied it very often in your old writings. The other symbol is a mystic being you would call a dragon in the shape of a circle with 7 white stars in the middle. If you see one of that symbols on a cylindrical craft I've described in my previous answer, or on some underground installation, this thing or place belongs definitely to us, and I would advise you to go away from there as soon as possible. Old K asked, the 7 stars in the second symbol you've mentioned, do they mean the Pleiades? Lacerta said, no, the 7 stars are planets and moons, and they are a symbol for our former 7 colonies in the solar system. The stars are shown in front of a blue background, and the dragon circle means the shape of Earth. The 7 white stars mean Moon, Mars, Venus, and 4 moons of Jupiter and Saturn we had colonized in the past. 2 colonies are no longer in use and abandoned, so 5 stars would be more correct. Ole K asked, since you didn't meet to make photos, what would be useful to prove your existence and truth of this story? Lacerta replied, I know it would be helpful to prove if you can make some photos of me. Otherwise, you humans are very skeptic, and that's good for us. And for the real alien species acting secretly on this planet, even if you had such photos, many of your kind would say that they are false, and I'm just a masked human woman, which would be very offensive for me. You must understand that I can't give you permission to make photos of me or of my equipment. This have various reasons, which I don't want not to discuss with you further. But one of the reasons is the keeping up of the secrecy of our existence. Another reason is more religious. I can also try to describe myself, but I doubt that others of your kind will be able to imagine my real look just from simple words, because the automatic denial of the existence of reptilian species and generally of intelligent species other than your own is part of the programming of your mind. My eyes are a little bit larger than human eyes. For this reason we can see better in the darkness, and we have external round ears, but they are smaller and not so curved as humans, but we can hear better because our ears are more sensitive for sonic. We can also hear a wider range of sonic. Our teeth are very white and a little longer and sharper than your soft mammal teeth. Our 5 fingers are a little bit longer and thinner than human fingers. When we are in the public and together with many others of my species, we wear very wide and soft clothing made of thin, light stuff. It would be difficult for me to explain our old social system, which is very complex, and we would need many hours for primary concepts alone. Our groups, or family as you call it, are usually very large and contain between 40 to 70 of us. This group includes generally your genetic relations, and your connection with father and mother is often the strongest. Maybe we can meet another time, and I can give you a detailed descriptions of all these. Then Ole K asked, you were born in a different way to us. Do you lay eggs? Lacerta replied, yes, but not like your birds or reptiles. Actually, the embryo grows in a protein liquid inside the mother's womb, but there is also an egg-shaped but very thin hull around it that fills the whole womb. The embryo inside this hull has every substance it needs to develop inside. There is also a cord like your navel cord, which is connected to a point hidden behind the back plates. When the baby is going to be born, the whole egg covered in a slimy protein substance comes out, and baby comes out of this soft egg after some minutes. Our young ones are not so large as your babies when they are born. They are between 30 to 35 centimeters. The egg is around 40 centimeters tall.